First Canadian Place, originally First Bank Building, is a skyscraper in the financial district of Toronto, Ontario, at the northwest corner of King and Bay Streets, and serves as the global operational headquarters of the Bank of Montreal. At 298 meters, 978 feet, it is Canada's tallest skyscraper and the 15th tallest building in North America to structural top, spires, and 9th highest to the rooftop, and the 105th tallest in the world. It is the third tallest freestanding structure in Canada, after the CN Tower, also in Toronto, and the Inco Superstack chimney in Sudbury, Ontario. The building is owned by Brookfield Office Properties, putting it in co-ownership with the neighbouring Exchange Tower and Bay Adelaide Centre as well as various other office spaces across downtown Toronto. History and architecture. First Canadian Place is named for Canada's first bank, the Bank of Montreal. Designed by B+H Architects with Edward Durrell Stone as design consultant, First Canadian Place was constructed in 1975 and originally named First Bank Building. The tower and associated buildings occupy a block once home to two major newspapers, the Toronto Star's Toronto Star Building and the Globe and Mail's William H. Wright Building. The site was the last of corners of King and Bay to be redeveloped in the 1960s and 1970s, and a major bidding war began over the property. The then little-known firm of Olympia and York eventually obtained nearly the whole city block, though the election of reformist Mayor David Crombie led to new rules banning skyscrapers and it took 3 years of lobbying before permission for First Canadian Place was granted. When completed, the building was nearly identical in appearance to Stone's Aon Center in Chicago, Illinois, completed 2 years previous as the Standard Oil Building. The Chicago Tower is of the same floor plan and clad in the same marble, the only overtly visible difference being the vertical orientation of the windows, as opposed to the horizontal run of those on First Canadian Place. First Canadian Place was the 6th tallest building in the world to structural top, currently 103rd, and the tallest building overall outside of Chicago and New York when built in 1975. It was also the tallest building in the Commonwealth of Nations until the completion of the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in 1998. The Bank of Montreal M-bar logo at the top of the building was the highest sign in the world from 1975 until overtaken by the sign atop Civic Plaza in 1997. The roof is still the location of a number of antennas used for radio and television broadcasting. The structure contains 29 elevators, and is one of only a few buildings in the world that uses the double-deck variety, and is connected to the underground path system. The building was pictured on the front and rear cover of the 1981 album This Is the Ice Age by Canadian new wave band Martha and the Muffins and also their 7" single Women Around the World at Work. The album featured 2 photos which were taken from the same place but at different times by Muffins guitarist Mark Gain using a time-lapse camera and features the building at midday and dusk. The 7" cover again features the same photo but has 9 small images taken at various times of the day and night. Cladding. The same white Carrara marble used on Aon Centre was employed as an exterior cladding and interior finish for First Canadian Place, with approximately 45,000 marble panels weighing around 200 to 300 pounds, 91 to 136 kilograms, each. Foreshadowing what would take place with First Canadian Place in 2007, one of the marble slabs of Aon Centre, when it was named the Standard Oil Building, detached in 1974, falling and penetrating the roof of a neighboring building, resulting in an eventual recladding of the entire Aon Centre in white granite between 1992 and 1994. This problem would surface at First Canadian Place as well, during an intense storm on the evening of May 15, 2007, a 1 by 1.2 meters, 3 feet 3 and by 3 feet 11 in, 140 kilograms, 310 pounds, white marble panel fell from the 60th story of the tower's southern face onto the 3rd floor mezzanine roof below, causing authorities to close surrounding streets as a precaution. In late 2009, owner Brookfield Properties announced it would follow the example of Aon Centre and, over 3 years, replace the tower's 45,000 marble panels with new ones in glass, those on the main expanses with a white ceramic frit and the corners in a bronze tint. Brookfield and the co-owners also launched a multifaceted rejuvenation program, including upgrades to the building's mechanical, electrical, and lighting systems that will redefine the standard for enhanced performance, comfort, and greening. FCP's common areas including upper and lower level entrance and elevator lobbies, the retail concourse and marketplace were to also undergo renovation, with new natural stone flooring, fritted glass accents, brushed metal handrails, landscaping, and water features. The rejuvenation program design architects were Moeta Armas and Shannon Architects and Bregman plus Hamann Architects were the architects of record. The entire project, completed in 2012, Cost was in excess of 100 million Canadian dollars, paid by the owner. This extensive capital improvement project was intended to provide a new exterior for FCP and eliminate the maintenance costs associated with marble upkeep. Tenants: Bank of Montreal, Osler, Hoskin, and Harcourt. DLA Piper, Bennett Jones, Dowling WLG, Broadcasting. The following Toronto area broadcasters have their transmitters atop first Canadian place. FM stations: Sind FM 88.1, Indy 88, CKLN FM 88.1, the first radio station to use this transmitter tower. Now defunct. Serve FM 88.9, Chet FM 89.5, CJBC FM 90.3, Radio Canada Space Musique, Skis FM 92.5, KISS 92.5, CFXJ FM 93.5, 93.5 The Move, CJKX FM 295.9, KX 96, Plus, CFMZ FM 96.3, Classical 96, CFZM1 FM 96.7, AM 740, CKFG FM 98.7, G 98.7, CBLA FM 99.1, CBC Radio 1, CJSA FM 101.3, CMR Diversity FM, CFNY FM 102.1, 102.1 The Edge, Hash, CAV FM 106.5, Aboriginal Voices Radio, Sulk FM 107.1, Q107, Hash backup transmitter, main transmitter on CN Tower, plus synchronous transmitter, provides supplementary coverage to primary transmitter in Ajax. Fill-in transmitter, serves downtown core and surrounding inner-city neighborhoods. Amateur radio. The amateur radio digital mobile radio repeater for the Greater Toronto Area, VIXPR, has its antennas mounted just above the broadcast antennas on the radio mast. Shopping mall. According to the First Canadian Place website, the lower floors of the building feature 120 stores and 3 floors of Carrera marble, 6 restaurants, over 30 eateries, medical center, featuring an optometrist's office and dental clinics, spas, beauty salons, and a barber shop. Banking and financial planning services from the Bank of Montreal, dry cleaning and shoe repair, post office, FedEx and UPS Dropbox. A parkette on King Street, between the FCP and the Exchange Tower.